Hello and welcome back to the Cove with more EU4 Anglophile achievement. So we are back and we have a few things to decide upon, and I think I have come to a conclusion with a few things. Now, before I do forget, we do have an achievement that we could potentially take here, the Industrial Evolution. Turns out I was wrong with some of the cores that we needed to develop. It turns out only Norfolk is necessary, so we will go ahead and bring that up to 25, but that is the only one we'll focus on. We'll save our points. So yeah, that is one thing, and then the other way is I've been looking at the HRE and trying to figure out the best way to deal with things. Now, I think for the moment, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and eat Burgundy and release Burgundy, because what that will do is we're going to be able to take some land back from Switzerland. Now, I know that Burgundy has some permanent claims here, so if they exist, I'm hoping that will continue. And what we're going to do is break down their economic power and maybe gives us a slightly better position within our what do we call them? Reforms. So that's what we plan on doing. And when we do that, we're also going to take some land from Bohemia as well, and we're going to go for Prague. Prague has a very wonderful, great project here, which we could take, which will give us an extra 0.15 Imperial Authority Growth Modifier, which is ridiculously powerful. So that'll practically double our efforts, make sure that we get everywhere where we need to go, and build up enough before the end of the game. Alright, so with the plan all set out, let's go ahead and see what this is. Controversy of investments. Let's see, some prestige, church power, or the other. Let's go... Oh, you know what? We're not having to worry about prestige. Yeah, we're still gaining more than we need. Let's just go ahead and take some church power. That'll be fine. Now, we are going to go ahead and attack Burgundy soon, but we do want to give it just a couple of months so we can get a little bit more manpower back. That should be fine. And I think that'll be good. Also, before I forget, let's see. Have we run out of any influenced nations around here? Yes, we have. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll spend a little bit of money there. That should be fine. Not take on foreign debt. There we go. Westphalia will influence you as well. And then who else have we got? Cleves. This should be fairly good as far as improving our trust. And then... hang on a second. Where was the last one? Let's go with Helra for now. And that'll be fine. Alright, let's see. What have we got here? Burghers request privileges. Let's go ahead and say... deny them? Nobility gains loyalty. Either that or... yeah, let's go ahead and do that. We need the admin power at the moment. We still have a couple of cores left to finish. Let's see. Portugal. Yep, alright, cool. So plenty of things going on. And then what else have we got? Liège. I think Liège is the last one. Sure. Let's go ahead and make sure that we have that done. Again, the more people like us, the better. Alright, now it turns out we have more unlawful territory against Transylvania. We're not going to bother about that. We'll get rid of that for now. It's not exactly too necessary. So what I think we're going to do is let's bring our army. If we go ahead and fight Burgundy, let's just have a quick... there we are. So Tuscany and Constance, both of those should be fairly easy. In fact, yeah, that should be fine. And we will go ahead and find Tuscany, which is all the way down here. I will cease doing some rebel suppression and we will just get ready to fight them. I think that would be in our best interests. And then I think if we're doing pretty decently, let's go ahead and trade some favors for some trust. Yeah, that should be pretty good. Alright, let's go ahead and, I guess that's enough. Let's go ahead and, see. How many can we gain? 15? That brings us up to 94. That's pretty decent. That is very nice, actually. Alright. Focus for trust. Again, do everything that we've got. And you as well. that should be fairly good. So that will help boost everything. In fact, you know what? I think we maybe recall some of these other fellows. And instead of going for more trust, we're going to start basically working through everybody and trying to improve our relations with them. I had a little bit of a look, and it turns out that our opinion is rather important for them trying to oppose or go along with a certain reform. It is, I think it's 10% of your opinion, so if we can get them up to 200, that will give us an extra 20 reasons to pass each of these things, which I think we should be able to do. Oh, and it looks like we have peace, so how are we doing? We've got one prince in favor of the reform. All right. Well then, let's go. Missionaries. I suppose we'll figure that out. July 48. Do we think it's going to be about a year and a half before we finish this war? Probably. So you know what? Let's go ahead and get ready to attack. 3 siege is as good as we have. Let's bring Winston Warwick over there and go ahead. Oh, go ahead and declare war. I think that's what we will do. All right. So if we're lucky, we may not even have to worry about too much manpower. Maybe Hungary should be able to help us out. Make use of all of our allies, because why else would we have them? And there we go. Let's go ahead and confirm. Yep, there we go. All right, so we've got that done. Let's also make sure that we have our lazy diplomats going around. Let's go with neighboring countries. I think that should be good enough. Otherwise, we'll have to start picking out specific nations to negotiate with. All right, so now that we've got that done, let's go and march on over and stack some of Tuscany's army. That will be very good for us. Oh. Can we figure out where they want to go? All right, fantastic. We'll quickly wipe them out. Even if it's bad terrain, it's not going to make a difference when we outnumber them like that. We'll probably go for a quick peace agreement. I don't really need to be losing too many men. So as soon as we can piece them out, we will happily do so. Offer to rent condottore from Liège. Let's see. It's money, it's some stuff. You know what? Sure. We'll go ahead and accept. I've never done that before, but at least now we have some troops. What do they do? Do we get to manage them ourselves? Hired by Great Britain. No, they just work autonomously. Huh. Well, you know what? The more the merrier. That is fine. Alright. We also have an unlawful territory from Munster. Yeah, they just annexed Dortmund, I think it was. Yes, I saw that just before we started playing. So we will try and demand unlawful territory. In fact, you know what? That's actually ideal if they do not give it to us, because then we can liberate a nation, and that should give us some kind of benefit, and it also gives me a reason to go to war with them, because one of the other things I was looking at for the HRE is the fact that we lose a little bit of a fair few reasons for not having certain accepted cultures. So what we should do, in fact, I'll do it right now while I think about it. We'll pick up Walloon. That will help us out with a fair few of these little fellows, but we're going to try and get the Rhenish, I think it is. Yeah, we'll try and get a province there. We'll make it a state, and then we will try and accept them. Just make it a little bit easier for us to make a very quick progress through some of these reforms. The more reasons, the better. Alright, so yeah, we'll go for a quick peace out of these fellows. Honestly, let's see, Constance is already at a position where they may just want to peace on out. I'm not really looking to do too much there. We'll just, yeah, again, straight white peace there I'm happy enough with. Everything else is just whatever it is. Let's go ahead and march you on over to Tuscany. Yeah, we'll see if we can get all of that done. Alright. Conversions. We have a couple around left. Let's go. Alright. we'll call you, and then where can we send our next fellow? We have a reformed, but it turns out, yes, some zeal there, so I guess we're not going to be able to do that for some time. Well, it is a choice. Alright, navally we are winning, that is good. I don't think this is going to be a very difficult mission. We'll just go ahead and make sure that we've, we have enough war score to annex them fully and even get them to revoke some cores. Just that way we're not releasing too large of a nation and they're more likely to join our join us once they become part of the HRE after we release them. Alright, native uprising. Let's go ahead and check that out. Let's just make sure we have people in place. And it turns out we do. Alright, that'll be fine. I think we are fairly well situated. We also have 150 church power. I don't think we need too much in the way of church power at the moment. We still have plus 73 from Anglican diplomacy. What else would we take? Well, we don't need the stability, we don't need the money, we don't need the legitimacy. Alright, well I guess we'll just go ahead and throw that into some better opinion. At least that will help out with a little bit of the favor growth. So, nothing too crazy, nothing too drastic. Alright. Let's see. Oh, we're already back up to 52,000 manpower. That's rather good. Yeah, the plan of this war is just a little bit of management of the surrounding lands, as well as a little bit of recuperation of our manpower. We spent a whole stack over in India. In fact, we probably were a little bit foolish with a couple of things, but hey, I never said that I was a grand strategist as far as with any military prowess, so that will be fine. We'll happily go ahead and get that done. Did we... Hang on a second. Before I forget, did we demand unlawful territory? Yes, that's right. They said no, which is exactly what I expected. That'll be fine. Let's also go ahead and we'll make that a call too, since we're here. Another symposium is giving us an extra 5% tax modifier. I will take it. Definitely well worth it in to us. Alright, what have we got? 92%, 28%. Looks like they're getting siege down fairly quickly. Looks like... Yep, we got them done. Let's get rid of Constance. That would be a good call. That's fine. We don't need you to do anything. Let's also go ahead and see. Are you friends with anyone we don't want? I do not believe so. What about treaties? You know what? War reparations. That'll be good enough. Make sure that they don't have too much economic power, as that is one of the things that they do use to justify not going along with what we want as far as reforms, or at least down the centralization route anyway. Alright, expensive edicts. You know what? That's fine. Let's go ahead and get rid of you. We'll just go with nothing. I'm not really too concerned with all of that at this stage. We're doing plenty well enough. Alright. Tuscany, are you ready to bail yet? 4%. We need a minimum of 10 to negotiate peace. Assuming we can make a 78% fort flip over, we should be fine. Oh, and that may be that siege. There we are, 51%. Let's go ahead and pop back in. There we go. We want you to say... Modena? Medina? I don't think we really care about them revoking any cores. Release the two Sicilies as a sovereign state. Wait a second, are we fighting? No, I'm guessing they just have cores. Okay. Annul treaties. What about you guys? Who are you? You are with Bohemia. You know what? We're going to fight Bohemia in the future, so let's get rid of them. Let's also go ahead and then... Get rid of the military access with the Commonwealth. Just upset your situation with them. And we'll allow you to keep on guaranteeing, but we're going to take your money And, oh, force your religion, of course. Yes, come to the faith. That is what we want to see. In fact, I care about that more than upsetting other people. Let's just go ahead and clear the offer. Force religion, that's... Never mind. I guess we're going to have to give it a day or two. We'll see how we go there. I'm sure their war exhaustion will tick up relatively quickly, so I'm not really too concerned. But having another brother in the faith is always a good thing. Who knows, maybe one day they may even see it in their hearts to come along and join the proper way of believing. Alright, that's all good. Fantastic. Let's make sure we grab the infantry. Let's call them back. That should be fine. Yeah, minus 28%. Okay. Having those cannons does make a huge difference as far as our capacity. Alright. Go ahead and keep on influencing nations once again. That will be good. What have we got here? An offer to rent Condottieri from Munster. I don't think it's exactly necessary at this stage, so we'll just say decline. I think we already have practically a full-on 100% war score as it is here. We're very, very close to it. Let's make sure we run a day. We'll go ahead and pick up... We'll send you over here. And you, my friend, can march on over. Alright, that should be fairly good. Actually, it does look like we are fighting somewhere up here. What's going on? Burgundy. Huh. That is a weird fort for you guys to go and try and take, but alright. I will, I'll just sit back and watch. Our military leader has left us. That's fine. We should be able to buy a, we should be able to recruit a new general sometime soon. We're well and truly ahead of time on tech by a good 16 years, I think it is. So power is no object. Alright, military access from Liège. Yes, we'll give that to you. Tuscany, you guys want out. But again, we're going to make sure that you guys believe the right thing. Again, it's saving their eternal souls and all that jazz. So how could we not? Alright. 35% shouldn't take too much more. Looks like everybody's trying to piece on out now. Come on, guys. Why are you being so stubborn? We're trying to save you. 49%, come on. Hey, there we are. 50-50. Alright, siege is over. Let's just close that and open it up again. There we go. Alright. Forced religion, phenomenal. Annul treaties, say goodbye to Bohemia. We can do the Commonwealth as well now. And, for reparations and money? Sure. Set that demand, that'll be fine. Let's bring our main army back up over here. And now let's have a look at Burgundy. Right, as soon as we get our diplomat back, of course. And we timed that out perfectly. We've already gained a couple of cores. That means we're not going to be overextended, I am fairly certain. Yeah, down to 45%. Yeah, no trouble whatsoever. Alright, so, what do we want? I think we're going to take absolutely everything we can get our hands on. Maybe even release a few princes back into the HRE. I know that may cost us some diplomatic power, but at the same time too, as soon as we get finished, we might be able to get them all as vassals instead, so that'll save us some potential trouble in the future. Let's go ahead and revoke cores. Yes, that seems good. And what else could we do? Is that the only core that we can get them to remove? Huh. That's France. This has... Burgundy considers this one of her cores in Verdun. Huh. I would have thought... Burgundy is the primary nation of Burgundy. And will never lose their core. Okay, so we cannot get them to revoke that. On the 27th. Yeah, no, this isn't going to happen. Unfortunately, I don't think we can get them to Yeah, they'll never lose those as cores. Okay, so there's a fair bit of land here that we cannot make them give up. Okay, well maybe we don't release a Burgundy. Who knows? We'll have to have a look. Alright, but either way, we'll take everything that we can. We'll revoke their cores on whatever we can claim from them. This should be, let's see, 64% overextension. Ooh, that will kick us over 100. That is less desirable. Yeah. And a coalition would be nobody. Alright, so if that's the case, let's just go ahead and let time go for a second. We'll let that tick over. I'm fairly sure... How are we doing? Yeah, in a couple of weeks we should be able to bring our overextension to below 100%, so that won't be an issue for long. We do need to start a debate in Parliament, so we will do that. Advisor cost, autonomy, no. Maybe something that would improve our relations with people, that would be rather nice. Let's see, global tariffs, that's definitely not it. An extra diplomat, you know what? That's not a bad idea. That could be very useful. And then, what else do we have? Vassals of West Union by 25. Diplomatic annexation and income. I don't think we have a fantastic choice. I guess we maybe go for the extra diplomat. That seems to be the best one in my eyes. Okay, that's what we're going to go for right now. Let's take... Where is he? Should be someone. Ah, there we are. Diplomat. Yep, a little bit of spy network, all that jazz. That'll be fine. Let's go ahead and... Not going to lose any army professionalism. We took forever to get that where it is. 1 legitimacy is fine. 3 admin as well. Let's go with the Diplo instead. Inflation is fine. We're not going to grant autonomy. That'll hurt our... Oh, you know what? True government reform. We don't need that anymore. Inflation. 3 admin. 2 imperial authority. That ain't going to have corruption. Yes, that's what we want. And what else do we need? We need what? Maybe 2 or 3 more? Yes. War exhaustion. That's fine. And then I guess maybe we spend a little bit of manpower. Let's do 1 more. There we go. Okay. That is fine. That'll give us an extra diplomat. That is fantastic. And then... Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and wait a couple of days until we have sorted out those cores. Once those cores are done, that'll be fine. Also too, before I forget, since we've got so much diplomatic and military power, let's go ahead and just dev this up a bit. Spend a bit of military there, and then we need a total of 12. Let's go 1 more here and 2 more there. Fantastic. So that should be another achievement finished. What have we got here? A revolt? Ignore them. We have armies in place. They'll deal with them. That is perfectly fine. But let's go ahead and check that we did get that achievement that we were hoping for. It should be... Let's just roll on down. Where are we? An industrial evolution. Fantastic. 24 of 24. Well, I guess we're going... yeah, we'll happily take the double achievement run in this one. Alright, lose army partition or some prestige and... Ooh. And autonomy in York. How do we feel about... Tradition's probably not the end of the world. You know what? Lose the prestige. No special favors. I'm not feeling it. I don't feel like it whatsoever. Alright, more revolts. That's fine. We are handling that incredibly well. More conversions are taking place. That's good. Let's also go ahead and purchase a new ability. Let's go for ignore coring distance, or... Yeah, we'll do the coring distance first. We're not really bothered by the naval aspect of things. And then, oh, you know what? Let's let's shuffle, yeah, bring them together and split them up. Just avoid any extra attrition. Alright, those are our cores. That's what we wanted. That should now put us at a grand total of 21%. Alright, we're going to devour all of you. Please and thank you. Turn all of your cores, and then... well, if you're not going to exist, let's just take your money. Alright, fantastic. So, that is a couple of missions done. Some long time coming. Seize Burgundy. So that'll give us less unrest as well as a cheaper core creation cost. Thank you very much. We will take those. And then all that we have left is control the Hansa and their Hanseatic East, which realistically, as long as we get that HRE to do what we want, we are going to be perfectly fine. Alright, let's go ahead and... actually, do we even need to call? Good question. Let's go ahead and see. If we were going to release some nations, who could we release? Obviously, we'd prefer them to be in the HRE if we could. In fact, let's just go ahead and make sure we add all provinces, just in case. We will go ahead and see. What have we got? Genoa. I don't think they're too important. Who would be a slightly better choice? Well, we could release Burgundy. That'll cost 15. So they're going to take basically everything we took. But it will minimize our overextension, although Bar would be a good call. Yeah, Bar used to exist. That should be fun. Yeah, we'll go ahead and release Bar. That will be nice and controllable. Yeah, there'll be Anglican and Burgundian culture. That is fine. We will release them. And then we will also go ahead and see... Burgundy. Yep, they're down to 13. That is better. Flanders is Bruges and Ghent. Let's just see if they're in here. Yeah, that would cut them down a little bit as well. You know what? Sure, we're going to spend a fair bit of power. I don't think it really is too important. Yeah, it's only a couple of power and it's not that big of a deal to me. Obviously, it's probably not optimal, but it's what we're doing because that's what we're doing. Alright, and then Burgundy is down to a total of 11. Alright then, let's go ahead and release them. They will be, wait a second, Reformed Faith and Burgundian culture? No. That is inexcusable. We need to work on some of these conversions. Let's go... who can we convert first? Yeah, all these Reformed, they are to be done first. Hang on a second, how many missionaries do we have? Do we only have... we have 3, but there's 2. Have we included subjects in here somewhere? We can cancel this one. That is for... it's a Hindu one. I don't think we care about that one, so we'll recall him. Yep, and we'll recall him as well. Yeah, we're going to get our missionaries back so we can convert our land first. Yeah, so they can finish up there. Let's go ahead and go with you and you. And then as soon as that guy finishes, we'll make sure that we're focusing on these. And in 6-7 months, we should be relatively fine. Let's also make sure that we are doing a little bit of rebel suppression for now. It's not going to be too much trouble. But as long as they are around, they will try and do their thing, as irritating as it may be. Alright, fantastic. So we've got all of those. Let's see. Bar is Reformed. Oh, that's right. But we can change that if we so desire. Let's go over and search by name. Yeah, Bar, you're the wrong faith. Would you please go ahead and... oh. apparently they are already the right faith. It's just not showing. Oh, and the Commonwealth is no longer a valid rival. Fantastic. Well then, we can save a diplomat there, and let's go make sure that we are counter-espionaging the Ottomans, because I'm sure they're going to try some kind of shenanigans at some point, which I very much do not want to deal with. So let's go counter-espionage, get that done, and then I think, what is this, 125,000 manpower? I think we're doing pretty decently. So if that is the case, what do we do? Oh wow, has Bohemia grown yet again? Salzburg? Yeah, they have. Okay, so let's just quickly check. Can we still convert you guys? At one point they were down to 46%, but yeah, apparently they're now up to 72. Alright, so I think we definitely need to go to war with Bohemia. We'll release some of our princes yet again, and then from there, we're going to also fight Switzerland at the same time. We'll have them as a co-belligerent, I think. Let's just double check. Yeah. And that should mean... hang on. My list says, yeah, we should be able to get all three of the last heretics as well, because Munich, Switzerland, and Bohemia are the 3 heretics within the HRE. So that should work out rather well. Yeah, we'll co-belligerize them, make sure that we convert them, and hand off some cores to Burgundy. But we will have to wait just a month or two, just so we're not having too much of a hassle with our overextension and all that, since we cannot release things and, you know, all those sorts of problems. But again, that is something we will deal with in the next one. But before we do go, let's just make sure we do revoke the embargo. All right, fantastic. And so that is where we will call things for today. We'll come back with a war in the next one in the first couple of months, and we will see how things go. So if you do want to see that episode, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning into the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.